That's right. It's Wednesday night. There's a couple of guys here that are about to talk about some other guys doing some stuff. What is up? What's going on, Spread?
Not much. Well, before we went on, I think we should jump right back into it. You're talking about Khalil Roundtree and how you think he's got a good matchup here. So, when do you think that line's going to be out? And when do you think
The
I'll be able
line's
to hit
out,
it?
my friend. The line is out. So
Okay.
basically, what Spread and I, obviously, we'll talk about everything and anything tonight, but talking about sports, we were just talking about. I think that there are 3 opportunities in the next 8 weeks if the UFC goes on where you have the potential to make a shit ton of money. Now, there are 3 favorites. There are 3 juiced favorites, but you got to lay it to make it sometimes. And I'm laying it. I'm laying it in a big, big way. Now, Khalil Roundtree and Sam Alvey was supposed to happen on the March 28th card. There is going to be no March 28th card. Now, Dana White is on record saying that this event will happen somewhere. 99.9% he's got a location that is that's locked down. And so he's trying to make UFC 249 as stacked of a card as he can, because there were supposed to be UFC events the next 3 weeks, but there aren't going to be any. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that Khalil Roundtree and Sam Alvey make the undercard in the prelims of UFC 249. If that happens, man, right now Khalil Roundtree is minus 270. I would make him legitimately somewhere around minus 750 to even as high as like minus 900, because Sam Alvey has just turned into such a shit show, and Khalil Roundtree has done nothing but ascend, other than his misstep over Johnny Walker where he got caught. Mm-hmm. I think that Khalil Roundtree is just gonna fucking knock Sam Alvey dead cold. Dead cold. Right? So that's one. Khabib and Tony Ferguson, you got to lay it with Khabib, but as much as I love Tony, I just don't see how Khabib loses. That's 2. And then in early May, Amanda Nunes and Felicia Spencer, that line dropped. So that line came out like last week, I think. And Amanda Nunes is like minus 350. I want to say. Mm-hmm. And I mean, bro, she was minus 350 against Jermaine Durandamy, and now she's minus 350 against Felicia Spencer, a girl that can't punch. Like, she literally doesn't know how to punch. She's fucking terrible.
Worse than Rousey, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, she's good on the ground, but everybody forgets Amanda Nunes is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. My guy Ronnie Lofton stopped by to talk about some stuff. What's going on, Ronnie?
We got Gerardo Hernandez and Sean B. Sean B thinks I like defeated. No, I actually switched to playing poker, so I moved my monitors down to my sitting desk. And then I didn't feel like moving them back, so I'm sitting down tonight. But no, I'm not defeated. I'm doing pretty well. Just grinding away at the tables, getting this old hobby back into my system there.
What's up, Sean? What's up, D? Gerardo? What's going on? Seth, who runs the Sports Keg Twitter account, dropped the tweet about odds, I think, for updated. Oh, wait, let me go there. Let me retweet that. He had updated odds for where will UFC 249 take place. Let's see
what do you think it is?
Florida is the favorite at plus $2. Then it's United Arab Emirates and Russia. Oh, big man on campus. What's up, brother? What's going on,
Just
buddy?
playing in a poker tournament right now. How about you guys?
Oh, are
There
you?
you-
Which side are you on?
There you go.
Poker Stars.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm actually there's only about 100 people left, so I'm hoping I can come in and get some money here.
I should throw money in a poker account. I always found it easier to play poker at the poker room in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't play it. I mean, if it was regular day, I probably wouldn't play it. But I mean, I've been playing every night. They just have this $10 tournament. Usually pays out like top three usually make like $1,000. So
Hookem says, Jay, throw a shout out for this. I threw a shout out for this show for letting me hit that pick 4 with that 30-1 shot coming in. Thanks, big man.
yeah, I mean I mean, I don't know which one he's talking about, but the one we had was, I mean, the pay was trash. I mean, $100. I mean, it's shit.
Now, spread. Let me set the scene, okay? We're in a pick 4 now. Jeff and I like normally bet the same horses, but we had like a little bit of a different ticket, right? The last leg of the pick 4, I had 4 horses. Jeff had the whole field, right?
Mhm.
They turned for home, and the horse that's in the lead was like, I don't know,
60-1.
No, the horse that was in the lead when they turned for home was like 3 or 4-1, right? Then Jeff has a horse; he has the whole field. The 11 horse at 60-1, bro, comes absolutely flying. I thought he had it. I thought you were about to win.
Would have paid out like 6,000.
Wow.
Yeah, 6,200, and instead, by about a neck, he loses, and the pick 4 pays $110.
Oh wow.
6 to 5
Unbelievable.
horse.
Unbelievable.
Sickening. I mean, that's Gulfstream though. That's what happens there all the time. I mean, it's just you ask, for something good, and it's just a bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah, 800, the one you guys threw out before the last show ended. Oh well, I'm happy you hit, man. I ended up having a good day, not in no part thanks to the pick 4s. I actually lost 3 out of 4 pick 4s, but I ended up having a good day at the track. So, what are you up, spread? On poker for the day? You doing well?
No, because I'm trying to learn pot limit, Omaha, high low. So I've just been kind of bleeding out a little bit as I learn it. Because I'm playing like super tight here, so I'm probably down like $20. But I think if I can figure this out, I think I can get more profitable at it than Hold'em. But it's interesting. There's less variance though, because you can hit the low, and then you're basically just free rolling on the high. So it just seems like the swings will be a little less. But today I haven't really had very good cards.
I wonder if you could put like the Poker Star screen up on the page.
Yeah, you can. Because I was my friend who taught me, that's how I did it. Because he was like, bro, you're still playing Hold'em. He's like, there's so much variance, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Let me show you how to play some high-low. So I StreamYarded him, and then I threw the screen up, and he just kind of walked me through the basics of, how to play basically tight and, not get stacked. So,
we should, like, during the downtime like this, we should do that like once a week, man. Like,
just play a tournament or something.
Yeah, exactly, and just go live. All enter
I'd be down.
What site do you use?
I use Bovada.
Oh, okay. I can't use Bovada.
What about Bet Online? Can you use Bet Online there?
Yeah, I can use Bet Online. Yeah.
Yeah, Bet Online has poker tournaments too. So Jay, you know what I was realizing? in all the draft talk we had last our last show.
Yeah.
Do you guys pick 11, right? The Jets pick 11.
Yeah.
So aren't the Raiders pretty much going to get the receiver that the Jets don't pick between Judy and Lamb? Am I pretty fair to say that?
Well, the Niners could pick a receiver as well.
The Niners have a pick that high?
Yeah, well, they would be after your team.
Yeah,
I
they're
guess.
13, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and with Robbie Anderson, he went to Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So, and I saw they signed. Who'd you guys sign? Perriman and who else? You have one other receiver.
Who, the Eagles?
No, the Jets.
Oh.
I think they signed Perriman and maybe Funchess.
Still need another receiver.
Yeah.
So you think that 11, 12, and 13 are going to all be wideouts?
Yeah, I do.
I think 11 and 12 for sure, almost for sure. Where could you see the Jets going besides wide receiver?
Oh God, we need
Offensive line, maybe.
offensive line help. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could use an edge rusher.
This isn't the best draft for edge rushers, though, is it, Jeff?
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
first place in this pays out $1,700. I've only been playing for like an hour.
There you go. How you doing?
I'm doing good. There's only about 95 people left. Chip average is 38. I have 54. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we got Brashad Perryman.
Yeah. I actually don't think that's that bad a pickup for the amount you paid for him.
$2 trillion, huh? Jesus Christ.
it's a lot of Scuttle.
Is Gase going to pick Ruggs?
I don't know, Connor. I think so, buddy. I've been staring at that prop, thinking about betting it like all week.
Oh man.
Jerry Judy, first wideout taken at plus 110.
It's pretty amazing how I don't know, Jay. I was telling you how I started doing like I started walking like a lot more. Dude, ever since I started doing that, I started incorporating like running a period of it. Dude, it's amazing how your body can get to a point where like you do it for like 3 weeks and you can like run existentially like farther.
Yeah, it just takes
Like,
a couple weeks to get used to it.
Yeah, I'm like at the point where I can run the whole thing basically.
Oh, there you go.
Like
That's great, man.
and it's like decently far. Like you start out, just getting some exercise, We're gonna hit
April 23rd, Gerardo.
We're gonna hit a
April
pick
23rd.
4, pick 5 tomorrow for a lot of money.
I hope you're right, man.
Welcome into another edition of Hot Topics.
Yeah, we will probably definitely do some pre-draft content.
Yeah, as it gets a little bit closer. So what's the deal now? Is it all going to just be like on video like this show? Like, are they just going to cut to like John Lynch in his like living room? Like, hey, we're going to draft so-and-so.
They said that the draft is going to go on as normal, as scheduled, without fans. And you know how they normally have the NFL experience that week?
Yeah, they're just not going to do that.
Where
right?
and there's no events at all surrounding it at all. Have you bet any draft props yet, spread?
No, I've been just kind of laying low. The two that you guys discussed, though, were my favorite. And I think it was the Basically, no running backs in the first round and no tight ends in the first round.
Or Anthony Casey.
Have you bet any?
One so far. Over 5.5 wideouts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that one's pretty good too.
Belarus Premier League soccer, huh? Man, there are so many good fights for this UFC 249.
Dana White says he doesn't give a shit about the media. He's going to have it where he wants.
Why does that not surprise me? Like you said, would you bet against me?
I don't understand why everybody is shitting on him. Like, he's not doing it in an arena packed full of people.
He's because they probably equate him to like being greedy and he's just going to have it even though there's a pandemic going on. I don't know. That's what I would think. But
I got a couple nasty tweets. Like, fuck.
Did you really?
Yeah, like, fuck you, bro. All this is a money grab during a worldwide crisis.
those people would be blocked right away. They would be like.
I said a money
immediately
grab. Come on, man.
Obi Toppin's parents said that their son's preferred team is Golden State.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
I don't understand why say that though. Like, why not just let it happen? All right,
Yeah,
Spread,
is it weird? Do you think they're trying to like discourage other teams from drafting him?
yeah. All right, Spread, I'm getting involved here with King Queen off.
Hit share screen without. Do you know how to do that?
No, I'm on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
Or I
Okay.
would. I mean, really bad flop for me, so I'm gonna have to exit.
Yeah.
You're all in, Jeff?
Oh no, I was just getting involved. I mean, we're blinds are up to 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah, so it gets to the point where you almost like have to play any
Yeah, I've
base
kinda
cards at
been-
a certain point, right?
I've kind of been losing some, like, I've just been kind of cutting out chips here. I was up to like almost 60 grand and I've just been getting involved with some hands, not getting flops, and I'm down to like 51 now. I gotta win.
But it's
a
only
bunch.
2. You have 50 grand. It's only 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's only 900, 1,800. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't play any hand that you wouldn't normally play. You got plenty of time.
I mean, I just keep getting like semi-solid hands. King, Queen,
King, Queen offsuit. Yeah.
Ace 10.
You know what's funny for me is when I play the ring games, I play the 6-handed tables. So sometimes I overvalue my hands when I switch to the 9-man.
Yeah.
King, Queen offsuit on a 6-man table is not that bad, but on a 9-man, it's not
Yeah,
that
it's
good.
shit. Yeah. See, I like this tournament because it's obviously late red for the first hour, and I'll
Yeah.
join it like 50 minutes into the hour and still get 5,000. I'm getting the blinds are only 60, 120.
Yeah.
So I can make some moves quick.
What's up, David B? Dale says, I'm working and I'm wondering the strangest event that you guys have ever bet on. I would say the Nathan's hot dog contest.
I mean, I would probably say like Little League or
Or the virtual bet you were doing with Gabe.
virtual soccer. Yeah. I mean, beach soccer. I bet on that pretty frequently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think. I think probably it'd be like a Super Bowl prop. But remember, even like when Ant was like breaking down the national anthem, I was kind of just tuning out. Like I usually don't bet those type of things. So
I mean, betting on the weather's pretty.
have you been doing it? I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I did it the other day. I got it. Somebody sent me a tip on it, and I played it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw the Madden Sims and stuff, and I saw the NBA Sims are going pretty heavy too.
Tucker Carlson just did a story, Jay, on should the Democratic Party replace Biden? I mean, my 65-1's not looking as bad.
He's not. I don't think he's 65-1 anymore.
No, I know. That's the thing. It's down to like
Right. All right, you pause that for a second. Right side, I sent you a fucking invite. Why are you not in yet? I don't understand.
Man, forget him. Look at these guys spread 20,000 all in. This guy goes all in for 79,000. Fucking donkeys. Aces against ace 9. Okay, now I see why. Good. Get this guy out of here. Good. Couple people exiting. Beautiful. Damn, that guy has a ton of chips. Holy shit. All right, we're weighing the money at this point. What do you think, spread? I'm in the small blind. I got 3-4 of clubs.
No, fold that.
I'm calling.
All right, let me know how it goes.
Fuck it.
I hate the small blind.
9-5 jack 2 diamonds. Just an awful flop.
Oh yeah, I would have ate the small.
That was a
small
loose call there for 900. I gotta win a pot here. I'm starting to bleed chips.
And we're going to ask him why us? Why is the United States growing in cases and problems?
7-4 of hearts. Fold.
Pop up now in Louisiana. What does it mean about what we're doing right and wrong, and what has to change for us to get to a better place? Got the right guess. Hopefully we get the right place. That's honoring the lives of all the families changed forever.
Sean B says City Connector is a kid poker special.
Yeah. I just got 3-5 of clubs this time. I'm folding this time.
David Bandy says gold's going up in value right now.
Gold got crushed today, though.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. But I would agree that it is the time to probably buy.
That help doctors quickly diagnose disease. Never stop. And after advancing drug delivery technology expertise to help fighting
I also heard copper's good to buy as well.
never stop.
Oh, that's interesting.
For innovations in over 80 years.
Any reason?
It's a big building material, man. I mean,
Yeah, I thought I was thinking just for electricity and stuff.
China had discussed it, talking about it, and no, I got rid of my stock today. Finally, a JB Hunt. I bought that stock spread at $78, and I sold it at I think 93.06.
Oh,
Why'd
wow,
you
that's
sell it? You didn't think it's going to keep going up?
No, I think the market's going to get waxed tomorrow. To be honest.
Really? Even though they're passing the bill?
Yeah, but the jobless report comes out. But yeah, I mean the bill will help. I mean, and the good thing about the markets the last couple of days is I'm no genius, but it's a 3 to 6 month outlook. So look, things are going to get better. I mean, the last couple of weeks it can't get any worse. You know.
Yeah.
All right, we're on a break spread, 5-minute break.
There you go.
I'm under the chip average at this point, so I got to start making some moves. There's not many people left. I gotta double up. If I could double up somehow, I'd be in like Flint.
You know, I rented a room at Harris for 6 weeks one summer and just
And
played
just play poker
every
the
day.
whole time. That's
Yep.
wild.
I mean, in the summer, I'm not gonna lie. Like I play every night. Like when I'm down there. And Jay, I don't know if I told you, but I'm pretty like once it's all over, I'm finally gonna make the move to AC full time.
Good for you.
Oh, are
Because-
you?
Yeah, I got to, man. I want to be by the shore every day. You know, I'm sick of fucking waking up and seeing bullshit.
Do it, man. I'll come down and visit you.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I'm down there a lot of the year anyway, so it's like, fuck. I don't know.
What do you spend, like 3 months down there?
Yeah, in the summer and stuff, yeah.
What's great is you could do what you do from there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. And this was before, like, I dove, like, head first in to do this, like, to sustain a living. I went down there and I paid for my room for, like, the first month. And they comped me, like, the last 2 weeks where I didn't have to pay anything to stay there. But
Oh,
it was
nice.
Yeah, and it was worth it, man. It really was. I won a tournament. Like Harris has the World Series of Poker tour there constantly. And I won a tournament that had like 580 people in it.
They probably have the softest beds of any hotel I've ever been to.
Harris?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't go to a lot of them, but Harris beds are wild.
I should have busted out too. I got really lucky during 2 hands.
Nice.
I was beat to the river twice. And I was just assy. Just got out of it.
You got to get lucky, man. That's how it works.
I don't understand why FanDuel and DraftKings don't have a poker room.
Is it different regulations?
Yeah, because they, I would guess they want people to go to like Borgata Poker and those kind of places. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be it. Probably why you can't bet horses. They want you to go to that 4NJ bets.
But I mean, Borgata Poker and like Bet365 are rivals. Oh man,
I'm a big Chris Cuomo fan.
really?
Yeah,
I think he's an imbecile.
he just but he's such a nice person, bro. Unless it's all fake.
I don't know, his brother's cool, but I think he's a douche. It's definitely fake because like he can act like a real douche at times. He always says this. He always goes, "Let's get after it."
Yeah, I know. He just seems like a caring dude that loves his family. But I saw the video of him when that guy called him fucking Fredo.
I mean, I would have did that too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Someone comes up to me and calls me like a dirty Albanian, I'm gonna beat him the fuck up. Like don't be rude.
This Anthony Fauci, bro, God bless him.
He was a prick today, man, to people. Like he was like being real rude.
Really? I watched the briefing.
Yeah, like the question was like kind of dumb, but like he was pretty pissed off earlier.
No kidding.
Fucking Fredo.
185 people died today of this virus in the States.
How many?
185.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a pretty high number, so.
We had like 41,000 cases 2 days ago. I think it's like 68,000. Something like that.
They were saying though that New York, like hospitalization wise, is on like a red line. Like they're not going up. I guess we'll see.
So after Tiger King, what have you checked out, Jay? Any new series
Nothing,
to recommend?
no, nothing new. I started watching Sons of Anarchy, which
Oh yeah, I saw you tweet that.
yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times. Donnie Rightside says the state of New York doesn't wash its hands. Come on, Donnie Rightside.
Yo, listen to this, Jay. A family friend, healthy male about 70, was about to go on a ventilator last night for coronavirus. They gave him the new drug cocktail, hydroxychloroquine and whatever else. He woke up this morning breathing easily and had no fever.
Really?
Oh, really? That's good news, huh?
Yeah. Shit, man. If I was gonna have to go on a ventilator, I would take whatever the fuck they could give me.
Yeah.
And if I die, then so be it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like when they had, the experimental cancer, the experimental HIV drugs. People were like, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care that it's not approved.
But like honestly,
What are my other options?
if you were sick though, Spread, honestly, and they said, listen,
Yeah.
the only way you can survive here is we got to shoot you up with heroin.
Yeah.
Shoot me up.
It's not even a question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me smoke it though instead of shooting in my arm.
Yeah, I know. I hate needles. Even when it's funny, I can watch the grisly murder scenes or whatever, like in all the shows.
Yeah.
But on The Wire and those other shows where the guys are shooting up and they show it going to their vein, I turn my eyes.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm like,
I don't get that to that point, but like I just would prefer to smoke, instead of.
Yeah.
Yo, do you
Yeah,
ever
I
watch
don't like
First
the needles at
48,
all.
Spread?
Which one? The first 48?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple episodes. I don't watch it like regularly.
Damn,
though.
I'll tell you what, man, that show's getting super like grisly, like as far as some of the shit they cover.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like they covered one today I was watching. It was like this dude and this woman, she was pregnant, and they both were kidnapped and like shot execution style. Like it was like some real nasty shit.
Tyler is going to come in
Oh, cool.
in a little bit. He's just going to grab some food.
I gotta get some chips here. I gotta get a pod here. It's just getting ugly. All right, ace 7 of clubs and a big blind. Ace 7 of clubs in the big blind. What are you doing, Spread?
I'm hoping that I can check in and see a flop.
Yeah.
Hoping no one tries to steal my blind.
Yeah.
And
Chip
then,
leader's at my table, so I'm sure I'll raise.
I mean,
oh, he's gonna let me see a flop. How about
there
that?
you go.
It's us too. Flop 6, king 10, 2 hearts. He checks. I'm gonna check back to him. Turn 6 of clubs. I'm going, and he bets 2,800. I mean, I just can't get a flop, man. It's brutal.
I mean all you could have done was represent a
And,
big hand.
and it's the chip leader, and he's just bullying me. He knows that, so it's like I really don't have a leg to stand on because
Yeah.
if the river comes a blank, then what do I do?
Yeah, your only shot was to bluff him off the hand, but when you have that big a stack against you, it's tough.
Yeah.
I usually don't even try and do that. What I would do in your spot is I just try to wait for a premium hand. And then if I don't get it, I just choose a hand and shove with it.
Listen to this. I just got 4-5 in the small blind of offsuit. I fold. Flop comes ace 2, 3.
Oh
That's
my
terrible.
god.
Sick. All right, queen 5 in the dealer position. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to raise this hand. See if I can steal a pot here. Oh my god, is this guy fucking serious? Like, so Spread, I'm in the dealer position. I raised a 5,400. This guy pushes me all in. I mean, he's got me red right, obviously. Sick.
Yeah.
I'm just bleeding chips. I bled like 30,000 over the last 20 minutes.
Good thing about a tournament though is you can make it back in 2 hands.
If I could just double up, I would be in really
Yeah.
good shape. I mean, I'm not getting any cards all of a sudden.
Can we start capping the big 3?
Honestly, it's not as hard as you think because I know most of the players from when I was younger, you know. It's a lot of basically just the older NBA players. And it's old school basketball where the post matters. So you can almost just kind of cap who has the best post game and do it that way. So how far did you get in Sons of Anarchy? I'm trying to remember the first season.
First episode is when they it's that their thing gets blown up. They're like Clubhouse.
Yeah, I've watched everything, 10 times, but I last night I got to like episode 6.
That's cool. My favorite is it season 2 where Henry Rollins comes in?
Yeah. With that Zabel guy.
Yeah, I thought he killed it.
I'm at the part now where like Abel is gonna make it. He's gonna be good. The baby.
Oh yeah. And season 1 has our favorite actress from The Sopranos in it, right?
Yes, that's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Wendy Teller.
Yeah.
The first episode is real good. Like that's one of the better episodes in any show.
To start, yeah.
Yeah, like that Bobby Elvis at the end. It's good.
Bobby Elvis.
Where I live now, like I won't go into much detail, but where I live now, there's a motorcycle club that's around here. It's like pretty much around, and it's interesting because like none of them look like Jax Teller at all.
Yeah, that's supposed to be right around my neck of the woods, right? It's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, like
mid Northern California.
Yeah, Charming. Yeah. Come on, man. Give me a fucking hand here for once, man. This is brutal. Like every fucking hand spread is King Deuce, 9-4. Just bullshit. Fucking big blind, I get King Deuce. Just brutal, man. Naturally, I get raised, of course. I gotta make some moves, man. 6'3", offsuit. Awesome.
Yeah, that's the worst. Like if you're playing a cash game, and you go card dead, you can just kind of sit there an hour and just,
I
bleed out
gotta
the blinds
fold
and lose like
everything.
$10. Yeah,
Like,
but
I
in
was
a
hitting a
tournament,
lot of hands, and then it just got to a point where, like, I start calling some hands, try to make some things happen, and I'm not getting any cards all of a sudden.
yeah.
If you give me an ace jack, I'm going all in. Like, I'm at that point.
Yeah, I think it's probably at the point where any 2 suited cards, you're going to go all in. And you just hope that you're racing and that you're going up against someone that doesn't have a
we're
pocket
down
pair.
to the final 2 tables.
And what does it pay at?
First prize is
But I mean, did you already make the money?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, top 20 make not a ton. It's
Like
peanuts.
almost double up, right? You get like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Top 20 you make like 60, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
But I mean, I want to make.
but-
I mean, I've been playing for like an hour and 10 minutes. I want to make like a little bit or something.
Yeah.
Ace deuce. What do you think? No, not enough.
I don't know. You got the ace high at least.
No, I folded. I'll wait for something better. I mean, I'm still not at that range yet. If I
Yeah.
double up, I'll have 60K basically. So I mean, I'm not at that range just yet. What do you think? 8-9, 8-9 off spread.
Like where you're at, I actually like shoving with ace rag better.
Yeah, I know.
Just because you're 8-9, you're probably going to be at 47% because someone's going to call you probably with 2 suited cards. Whereas with the ace rag, you know, at least you're slightly ahead of king jack and king queen.
Yeah. I mean, every hand. I mean, it's 5,000 in the pot. It's beautiful.
I do think so because every time we sit down at the meeting, we keep hearing about how we're going to be making sure at the local level and with the federal health, we're going to try and get them the basic needs. So let me ask you something. I'm just going to open the curtain for people a little bit. You and I have known each other a very long time. I grew up hearing your name in my house. Andrew consulted you, and you went against me on where my mother should be. But I hold no umbrage about that. Even though you were one of the
But I can't help falling in love with you.
That's okay. How do you say
Like the river flows.
my mother was better off being somewhere else unexposed to too many people? You Andrew was the right call. Now you're making those calls all the time. How do you stay optimistic when all the data is frightening? And then you talk the world of it.
All right, pair of eights. This is the time.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
All right, I'm all in. 28,290.
About how we get through
And somebody calls me, of course. That's good. This 2 people call me.
this is like a
Jesus Christ. I'm 4 people call me. I'm up against kings, ace king, and ace king. Oh, I hit a straight. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Holy shit. I hit a straight. Woo! Woo! And I basically quadruple up. Holy shit. 111,000. What's up? What's up, Jay Bird?
Nice.
Woo! You like that? You like that?
So where are you? Where are you in the chip count?
Yeah. Let me see here. I mean, the average is like 70,000, so I'm probably gonna hit the final table, and we just knock someone else out. So we're gonna get there. Oh, now they got pocket 10 spread. Woo-hoo.
There you go. Keep rocking. I just had to fold a flush, but I'm in the Omaha, so that happens more often. I hit the flush, and then there was a lot of action going on, so I got to get rid of this. The guy had the ace high flush, so.
I got pocket 10s. I'm in the big blind. Someone raised the 4. Small blind still deciding. I'm going to see a flop here. 6-8 queen, 2 hearts. Damn, he bets 10 grand and he's only got 48,000 behind. He's definitely probably got ace queen or king queen.
about how I feel about these things. Of why we got to get that vaccine tested. We got to get it proven to be effective, and we got to get it out. And we got to develop drugs so that we.
Who is that talking on the TV, Jay?
I just flopped the king high flush, folks.
There you go.
Fauci.
Oh, is that it? And that's a replay from earlier today.
Yeah, well, that they're on now.
And of course, only one other person in the hand, so I don't get anything out of it.
Oh, that's not the worst.
I mean, I made 6K in the pod, but
Yeah, I know, but when you've been real patient and then you finally hit your hand and no one pays you off. Yeah, so I read an article today about the NBA. It said that their ideal would be to start and do a week of practices and stuff. Start right at the beginning of July, and then finish the playoffs right around Labor Day.
Cuban was saying he expects May.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, with New York not being overrun and New York and California basically being the best, and it's like obviously it's not good here, but I think and it's funny because I say like, oh, the times that I have like been in the car, it didn't seem that much different, but I guess, from talking to people, with all the stores and the restaurants closing, it has been a lot more than I realize. So,
I guess we'll see.
seems like they do have a good handle on it.
I guess like I'm thinking though, like if you can get to a point where you test every team, I mean, it just would be hard because like, and if you don't have fans in the arenas and stuff, I mean, I guess they'll probably, look at it at May 1st, and May 1st is a long time from now,
Wouldn't that be wild though to have the NBA playoffs end and then like the NFL kicks off like the very next day?
I mean, you got to figure like May 1st, like you look at China. I mean, they really started to have issues in like late December, January. So it was like a 3-month, 2.5-month ordeal. By May 1st,
China.
yeah, May 1st would be, over 2 months, So I guess we'll see.
Doesn't it feel like it's been forever and it's been what, like 9 days?
Well, I remember the first time that I really thought about coronavirus was that night when you, me, and Jay were on the air. Remember, I told Jay somebody had it in New York,
and you were messing with them.
Yeah, because I remember the next day I went to New York for some Barstool stuff.
Yeah,
and I remember how weird it was to be there, and that was the first like real day where it was like, okay. And then a few days after, the NBA season got postponed, and that was we're going on 3 weeks since that happened.
it's another hard part I was thinking too is everyone's going to be so excited when sports gets back. Not to go too crazy, that first weekend because, like I said, the model's not going to be the same. A lot of your numerical inputs aren't going to be the same. It's going to be a lot of guessing.
It'll just be nice to see it, man.
Yeah, but I'll bet you that first week of NBA, there's going to be some wild results,
Like I'm so used to waking up now and just not really sure what to do,
Yeah. One nice thing about this is I've been because before I never really took the time. I've been using my oven and baking more instead of either just grilling it or grilling it on my barbecue or just grilling it on my stovetop. I'm like, oh, I can kind of get into this. It's teaching myself new recipes.
I actually reached out to one of my friends in jail, and I'm like, dude, how do you better deal with because they'll go on lockdown for 2 weeks sometimes.
Yeah.
And he hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Probably on lockdown, huh?
But he told me, he said people are starting to get pissed off in there because they have people in lockdown. You can't see anybody. People are starting to get, I think, pretty irritable.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up against a chip leader right now, and he's just betting into me. Queen Jack, the flop comes Queen 10 for rainbow. He bets the pot 12,835. And what is going on with this guy? Is he just bullying me?
I mean, has he been doing it to everybody?
It seems like it, but it's like I have 103,000 behind. I mean, he's just betting into me. But if I call, I'm going to have to keep calling big bets. I mean, by the end of it, I'm going to be down to nothing.
But you have top pair?
Yeah, I have top pair. Queen Jack. I have Queen Jack.
You have to. What do you mean? You have to call that.
Yeah. I mean, King Queen beats me. Ace Queen beats me at this point.
Mm-hmm. Unless he's sitting on pocket tens.
Okay, now he checks on the turn. I have to bet big.
And what was it?
6 of diamonds.
What's
So
the turn card?
The flush could have got there. Do I just check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
King of diamond comes in the river. And he checks. So I think he was
Hold
trying
on.
to get.
What is, so there's
Okay,
four diamonds now?
There's 4 diamonds, yeah. And he checks. After betting big on the turn on the flop, he checks turn, checks river. I have to check, right? I can't lose any more money in this hand.
Yeah, you have to check.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you kidding? He hits a king on the river and beats me.
Oh my god.
That is sick. I mean, that is seriously sickening. That's sickening. Yikes. Like, I play that hand perfectly, man. This guy just sucks out on the river with the king. Like, what a clown, man. That's typical. That's typical online poker for you.
Lotus Scalper, why do you think 70% of online poker is bots? Do you think it's bots by the poker side, or do you think it's people programming them and just having them play?
I mean, it's online poker's cyclical. I mean, it is what it is. But it's like I play that hand really well. It's like,
Yeah.
I just won 300 on a hand of blackjack.
There you go. I just lost I had kings over twos to a king over 10 full house, so a little bit of cooler. I was up a little bit. Now I'm back to even. So what do you think? Are you guys a little more bullish on the Patriots signing a quarterback now, or no?
no, I don't. I think they're good with what's his name?
Stidham?
Give me that blackjack, baby. Let's go.
Jay, you got to get off the blackjack, man. That's going to kill you.
Let's go.
Where do you think Cam ends up, Jeff? San Diego or the Chargers?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe Pittsburgh, but I don't think they're going to take a quarter. Go for.
I don't think that Pittsburgh has a cap space, do they?
Maybe Tennessee. I don't know.
Well, they just re-signed Tannehill. I don't know why they bring in Cam.
Backup. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure where these guys are going to go at this point.
Jay, take the money and run.
Do you think that Dalton just re-signs with Cincinnati, or is he under contract still?
I think he could go to New England, maybe.
Yeah. How much do you think the fact they won't have OTAs and stuff will affect the regular season?
I think significantly, probably, especially for like new players on new teams.
Yeah.
Where are you going right now?
All right, King Jack off in the big blind. The guy right in front of me goes all in for 22-6. I mean, I have to call if it gets to me with nothing.
Gerardo said I lost thousands on blackjack.
What are you doing here, Spread? I'm in the big blind, 3,000. Guy in front of me goes all in for 22-6. I have King Jack. I got a call, right?
Yeah,
Of course you do. Come
I'd
on,
just
bro.
run it.
He has Ace 9 of diamonds. And I win. Bingo. I hit on the river. So I hit a Broadway.
There you go.
All right. I knocked him out too. I'm back to 103. Back to where we started before that dust up with that fuckhead that hit me on the river. Damn, there's still a decent amount of people in this tournament left. I was wrong. We're not the final table. There's still like 60 people left in this thing.
Where do you rank?
This guy just hits every hand on the river. Let me see here. I mean, I'm like chip average is 91. I'm at 103.
All right.
Well,
So
I
you're
just
still-
came
you're
up. I
still
thought I was
doing-
going to split. That was a quick 100. I'll take that.
What a comeback I made in this fucking blackjack, boy.
Who do you think will have a better year, Jameis or Cam?
Jameis.
Jameis, come on. Cam's held together by glue and tape.
You don't think with his extra time he's going to come back fully healthy and be that just physical freak that
I just like Jameis. I don't know. It's so weird to hear like Stringer Bell talk, and he like doesn't sound like Stringer Bell.
Oh yeah. Did you ever watch the show he was in called Luther?
Yeah,
It was awesome, huh?
yeah, it's good. There was a guy on Twitter today that's never seen The Wire, and I was telling him like, dude, you gotta.
Yeah, especially right now, right? We got nothing else to do. You'll knock out like a season a day.
Yeah.
Say anything, I have to ask you about your purple pants. 15 people have contacted me today and asked me to ask you, are you wearing purple trousers and why? Yeah, you can see them there. Hopefully I can. We're doing this remote, so hopefully you can see that. But yes, I am wearing purple sweatpants. I just started wearing them every day because of what's
Betting horses has been good to me. That's good, man. Good stuff. Give me that blackjack. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good
Jay,
for
I'm
you.
surprised you like jumped in and you've been doing so well. That's pretty cool.
He gets a lot of his picks from me.
All right.
Here
Well,
we
whatever works. The money spends the same.
here we go. Whatever gets you through the day, bro.
I mean, I'm pretty good at it, aren't I? No, listen, I mean, the pick 4 and pick 5s have been just trash. I mean, I like winning them, but it's like, I mean, they're paying just complete jokes. I mean, at some point, we've got to get lucky with one of these.
I think we will. I mean, I hit that pick 6 for 900.
Oh, you know
I mean,
what? I did
was
bet
a
a
pick
Fauner
4.
Park race. I bet
Did
the
you?
last race at Fauner Park. Yeah, did I end up hitting that?
I picked up like $300 on one horse that I bet today. That was just a win bet at Gulfstream. If this bitch pulls a 6, I'm gonna puke.
This is how bad Fauner Park is. Like, they don't even have results up on their website.
I had an exacta today that paid $250. I did pretty good today, but it was the pick 4s and 5s that killed me.
Yeah.
I lost 3 of them and won 1 of them, but I didn't get the money back from the 3 I lost.
And usually it's the other way around, right? Usually if you just hit one, you're good.
I mean, yeah, if you can hit one for like, 1,900, 800.
All right, I hit that race at Fonner Park. Beautiful.
She's showing a 14. I stayed with a 16. Of course, she has 2 4s. What a joke. Stop.
Fonner fucking Park, man.
Fonner Park betting $3,000 claimers.
I'm still sickened by that last race at Gulfstream Park. That was just brutal.
OG Johnson's asking about tennis. He says, how weird is it going to be having Roland Garros after the U.S. Open? One of my thoughts about the tennis schedule this summer, fall. That Roland Garros thing is interesting because they actually chose the week that was the Laver Cup, which is Roger Federer's little team competition that he invented. That actually did pretty well last year as far as general fan involvement and stuff, because it's in New York and the teams, everyone had a lot of fun with it. So I know that there was some friction there between Roland Garros just kind of unilaterally announcing that they took that day without really consulting anyone. But yeah, I think it's going to be really hard. Just like I said, for the NBA, is it going to be hard? I think it's going to be hecka hard to bet these tennis players when they come back, because who knows who's doing what. And I think this is where the top players are going to have a huge advantage. Guys like Roger Federer have like 3 tennis courts at their house, right? So they can get as much practice as they need. Obviously, Federer's injured, so he's not the best example, but you understand my point, where players down to 80 or 90 that were just barely hanging on might actually be quarantined and not able to play. And then, trying to play clay the week after the U.S. Open is going to be pretty nuts. Although I read that the U.S. Open is going it's using that slower surface, and the worst thing about it also is Cincinnati adopted it, so Cincinnati is going to be slower now too, which is pretty good for the men's game. But I think for the women's game, it's going to you're going to want to bet a lot of pushers. I think the defensive players are really going to excel this year on the U.S. swing, with Cincinnati, one of the faster courts, now being slower. What do you think, OG? Put some thoughts in the chat. You still alive in that tournament, Jeff?
Yeah.
I see so much of you in her face, especially the pictures of you guys side by side. Lynn, the idea of not being able to get to the center of the fence has to just be so taxing emotionally. What has been the hardest part for you in this plan is going to be able to deal with not being able to see by your mama's side?
Lotus Scalper says, I'm hearing rumors NBA will come back and go straight to the playoffs. No regular season games, top 8 from East Conference right now. But wouldn't that be lucky for Memphis? Because they were really going to have a fight on their hands. And actually, they were a really beat-up team going into it all. They have a much better chance of holding on to their spot. And as far as whether or not that's good or bad, I mean, it sucks that they probably won't pay out any of my I wonder, do you think they'll pay my Raptors win total bet that already went over, or do you think they're going to say because they didn't play 82, they're not going to pay it?
It already went over.
Yeah,
I would think, yeah. How could they not pay it?
yeah, I hope so. But other than that, I mean, the end of the season, it's going to be great for us gamblers because we were going to fade the tanking teams and, kind of stay away from the high-profile matchups. But as far as like a fan, I mean, I think we pretty much knew who the best teams were. I'd have no problem with them going straight to playoffs.
I just pulled off a big bluff. Wow.
What'd you pull off?
I had a up and down straight draw, and I never got there, and I just pulled something out of my ass.
There you go. Maybe that guy had the same draw.
It was against that guy that sucked me out on the river.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of times when you're drawing, sometimes the guy's drawing towards the same thing, especially on a flush. So you can get away with that.
I think he had almost kind of a similar hand. All right, now I'm adding some chips. 2 pots in a row. $24,000 and a $14,000 pot. Let's go. Both in the big and small blinds, so that's beautiful. Now I'll fold for a couple hands unless I get something nice.
All right, OG Johnson's put his thoughts in. As a Djokovic fan, I was hoping Roland Garros would be canceled to prevent Rafa from getting number 20. In general, though, tennis players are all about routine, so I'm expecting a lot of craziness results-wise. Yeah, and tennis, they already have a bunch of upsets to begin with, especially on the women's side, so I can't imagine what it's going to be like when they get back. I actually think a lot of them, because they push through injuries so much, might be good. I mean, everyone's going to come back almost fully healthy. No one's going to be carrying these kind of nagging injuries because a lot of times they have like only essentially like a 6 to 8 week off season. So that should be fun. But yeah, a Djokovic fan, huh? Though there's not too many of you guys out there in the wild.
At least we'll see Andrescu now.
Yeah, she should be 100%. Like I can think of like 5 or 6 women that were carrying injuries.
My mother thinks I'm a drug dealer
Why do you say that?
because I don't have a job and my bills get paid.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know about this gambling thing.
She thinks it's a front.
Just tell her you are and keep her mouth shut.
Oh, my mom, especially when we were doing it, she would always call me, "Who are we rooting for today?" And then a lot of times, like, she still doesn't get the spreads all the time.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had like the Niners Redskins and I had Niners minus 9.5 and they won by 9. And she's like, "Oh, well, you did good on the Niners game." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. That was terrible."
Am I the only person on earth that's like parents has known what he's done for like 10 years? I feel like I am.
You know what it is? This is like she divorced my biological father because of like gambling, because it was just that's what he did for a really long time.
Just say
And
you sell stocks. You move stocks.
She hates it. Yeah, I was thinking about saying I'm a day trader.
And just tell her you buy like big companies and you can talk about them.
She'll watch the shows though. So she's like, well, at least you're getting paid for the content. She's like, but she thinks it's a front. But I don't know. She hates it because her experience with my dad is just brutal when it comes to gambling.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I can imagine. I have so many people that, you know, when I talk to them, they're always like, be careful, be careful. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I understand why, but I'm pretty good about it. Like when I go to the casinos, I usually don't even play the table games. You know, I only like last 4 or 5 times I've only bet at the sports book. So I mean, I
Sometimes-
don't need to gamble just to gamble.
Sometimes I think I'm too disciplined, like patient to a fault. Because
Yeah.
Fred, think about how many opportunities that I miss in a night when we're doing the show. You know?
Yeah. But at the same time, you tend to remember those, and you don't remember the time where you're like, "Oh, should I jump in?" And then it ended up being the wrong side, and then you know it's like, "Oh, I didn't jump in." You don't really think about it.
Yeah, that's what Anthony doesn't understand. That like he does it for fun, and
Yeah.
I do it to fucking pay the rent.
Yeah, it is a lot different, especially when I was working. You know, and
Right.
it was supplemental income. It's like, okay, it's supplemental. You know, like I can go ahead and be a little more wild.
Martin Riggs, my man, what's up, brother?
A couple
Wait.
tennis comments in the chat. Gerardo Hernandez asks, he's a Nadal fan. He wants to know what's going on with Bencic. Is she going to win anytime soon? I mean, it's hard to say. But she was another one that might not have been 100%. She's been injury prone throughout her whole career, so she should come back at 100%.
No, what's going on, Martin? Not much, man. Made a few sticks today, betting horses. Made a few sticks tonight playing blackjack. It's a good day so far, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably bet a couple races at Australia. I've been looking at the program.
So what's your usual like capping method?
Oh God. When you're looking at a racing program, like the class, if the horses, depending on what distance the horses are good at, you got to look at the horse's mother and father and see how their mother and father did with distance or surface, whether it was dirt, whether it was turf. Do they like the lead? Do they usually get out and get out in front early, or are they a closer down the stretch? I mean, are they on any drugs? Are they on Lasix? Do they have blinkers on? Are they gelded? I mean, it's on and on and on and on when you're looking at a race program, man.
Americans, they are the best at stepping up to help the rest. Arthur, fashion designer, Christian Sirianni. So my brother, New York governor, called out for help, right?
I just had to fold it straight.
The only track that I see at TVG tonight is Australia. It starts at 10:50. Not Narromine.
What are blinkers? Gerardo wants to know.
Blinkers are what they put on the horse. They put around the horse's eyes so they cannot see the horses to the left or right. They can only look straight.
Oh, and is that standard or is that like a special?
Sometimes trainers have them on. Sometimes they have them off, depending on whether the horse likes it or not.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes they shoot them up with Lasix because it helps them breathe. Sometimes they're on no drugs. Sometimes they get their balls cut off and it makes them run better. Sometimes they keep their balls and they're a beast.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Gerardo. I said interesting right when it showed up on the chat. I saw the same thing, Gerardo.
Oh wow, they canceled racing in Australia for every track but one today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that makes sense now.
They just canceled their sports too, right? Because everyone was having fun betting that AFL, and then it got canceled.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I bet Melbourne one time and won, and then I was like, I'm done with this AFL. I'll take the money and run.
Yeah.
One day we get there and can make a real fully protected here, but this is really just to help it. But I think it will. I think even just peace of mind, people will be able to go home thinking like, oh, I feel a little better not having nothing.
Absolutely, especially all the essential workers now being so much more broad than just the front lines heroes that we have.
Yeah, David Bandy says it's all gone. David, do you know the AFL? Were you betting and stuff?
We're still out there, members of the trade.
I have one friend in my NBA chat that was Australian. He became like the guru during that 1 week where it was only Australian sports because he actually didn't just pick it up. You know, he watched them year round.
Checking out, and they have a. What's up, guys? It's your girl Lee Martin, and I'm currently checking out BetOnline's entertainment section because again they have a full page of odds. Right now, what I think pertains to most of everything going on between the U.S. presidential elections and the coronavirus crisis upon us is most total viewers the week of March 23rd and 29th. CNN minus 300, MSNBC plus 200. That's not entertaining enough for you? Well, they have odds on Survivor season 40 on who will win the season. So definitely head over to SPR
What am I listening to?
Is that you or is that Big Man listening to that?
I don't know, some girl in SBR.
Oh, Lee.
Yeah, I recognized her voice. I just wasn't sure what they were pitching. Jeff, were you a big Bernard Hopkins guy?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, I
he
met
like?
him when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one time I was at this restaurant called Chicky and Pete's. It's like a restaurant around here.
Uh-huh.
It was like a random day. A friend of mine and me and a friend were going to a Phillies game up the street from the stadiums, and it was like the middle of the day. It was in like July. Bernard comes walking in with like all these people, and this dude comes up to me and goes, "Hey, do you guys want to come to the press conference we're having in the back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "We have a couple passes if you want to come back," because there was no one else in the restaurant. So we go back, and it was when he was fighting Kelly Pavlik. I don't know if you remember him.
Oh, Kelly Pavlik was awesome.
Yeah, and so we sit down, and like everyone's there, like all the promoters, and Bernard walks in, and then Kelly comes in, and like at the end, Bernard just gets in like a circle with all these reporters, and I was in the front. I was like, I was a kid at the time, and he's just sitting there, just talking, telling stories.
Right.
And it was one of the coolest things that ever had happened to me. But when I was a kid, I used to fight when I was a kid. Up until I was like 10, I fought like at a gym.
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, super young, my dad knew like I could kind of maybe want to get into it because when I was a kid, we were at the shore. I was like 2 or 3 years old, and I was always very like personable with people. Like as a kid, I would just go up and talk to people. It sounds like a little kid. My parents would tell me. I actually crawled to Joe Frazier's table.
Oh, really?
We were at the same restaurant, yeah. And he picks me up. My parents told me he picks me up, takes, I guess he knew where I was sitting. He takes me over and asked my dad, like, "Is this little guy yours?" And he took a picture of me, gave me some information, give my family information. And I guess my parents knew like I should maybe fight, but I stopped though many years ago. But yeah. I always had a soft spot for Joe Frazier after that. I actually met him years later in Philly, and I told him the story. He never remembered, but
Of course, yeah.
But
Yeah, I just knew that Bernard's like almost legendary there, right?
oh yeah, he's like a native son, He's like
Yeah.
the guy everybody knows.
And you talk about guys that like, can hold court. I mean, he could talk for
He did. I remember
5
that
hours.
day. He stood there and talked to people and just about stories. Like it wasn't even
Yeah.
like But do you know about Bernard? Like, do you know his like story growing up and stuff?
I mean, all I really know is that he went to jail and he fought in jail and then he got out and like basically changed his life. And
Yeah, basically when he was like 13, he stabbed like 3 different people,
oh wow, okay, I
and
didn't
he
know
got
that.
18 years in jail for it at
Uh-huh.
like 17, I think. And he did like 20 years, and he talked about he remembers seeing like a guy get killed, and just decided to change his life completely.
Yeah, and then he came out and became one of the most disciplined fighters. Like,
Yeah.
he would have like one piece of cheesecake after a fight.
Yep.
Like, his diet is just legendary.
Yeah, he's a fascinating guy.
Yeah, and he was real good about saving all his money too, right?
Yeah.
Like, he bought into Golden Boy, and other than that didn't turn out
Yeah,
the
he's
best.
a smart
but-
dude for sure.
Wait, so
Wait.
so
hold on.
his career didn't even start till he was 37.
Yeah.
No,
He
no,
wait,
he was
no,
younger.
He
he was like,
like 25.
yeah, like late 20s. But
I'm
it's
about to
pretty
go all
late.
in, guys. I'm about to go all in. The guy I raised
right.
5, he goes 15. I got 61 behind. All right, I'm all in.
What cards do you have?
Ace 6, and I hit a 6 on the. Oh my god, I hit a 6. Oh, and he hits a jack on the river to beat me. I mean, what did online poker really is like bad. Like it's amazing. I got to replay that hand. Like that's really like just laughable. That's like 2 different times I got sucked out on. It's so brutal.
What'd you end up making?
I don't know, like $40. I would have doubled up. I'd have like 150. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, as far as Philly's concerned, like we've had a lot of huge athletes from here.
Yeah, a lot of boxers, right? I mean, Danny Garcia's from Philly, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to think what other current boxers are from Philly.
I mean, Eddie Alvarez, he's a UFC guy.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Javante Davis from Baltimore.
Do you like him?
Do I?
Yeah.
I mean, up until recently, I liked him, but he pulled some real bullshit, like hitting that chick. So like, I didn't. I mean, I like him.
That's gonna fuck with him, don't you think? As far as his drawing power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
man.
a lot of like smaller fighters from Philly. I mean, like obviously Joe Frazier, but like smaller fighters like Brian Jennings, Steve Cunningham's from Philly.
Oh yeah, I liked both of them.
Yeah. I think Larry Holmes is from Philly, as far as I remember. I don't know if it's from Philly, but it's from Pennsylvania.
I think Bud Crawford grew up right near Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Omaha. Yeah. Man, I just folded it. Oh man. Oh well.
I remember back when my boy was out, like he wasn't in jail. I remember him and I got a huge shipment of hoverboards.
Mm-hmm.
This is a random story, and he gets a call one day, and it's this like manager, and he's like, "Yo, I want to buy like 12 of them. We only had like 20 of them." He's like, "I want to buy 12." He's like, they're for my client," and my boy's like, "All right, well, let me talk. Let me see what my partner says." And I remember we called him back, and he goes, "Yeah, it's for Danny," and it was for Danny Garcia. I remember.
Oh wow.
Because we dropped him off. He has a barbershop in Philly. Danny does.
Yeah. And he has an auto shop too, right? Or a car custom.
Yeah, it's like all in the same area.
Yeah.
And
Was he popular there? Because I know he's not too popular like on the online boxing.
I mean,
community.
I think he's definitely popular, but I think like if you know like if you're from Philly, like and you're from the area, like you respect him because like he's from here. But I don't know, he's kind of like I guess you could say he is. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I think people like if they know boxing, they kind of like don't really respect it that much. But
Yeah, because they'd always, whenever he tweet, that all of online boxing Twitter would hit
But
him with like
he's-
the cherry emojis because they said he cherry picked all the
Yeah.
opponents and stuff.
but he definitely, I mean, he does a lot for like the city and stuff, and
Yeah,
like it's crazy too because like the girl he's been with the same girl for like ever.
yeah,
Like he seems like a good kid, but
and yeah, he's got the real outspoken father, and
his dad's funny, man.
yeah, I think so too. So if Gervonta fights that Ryan Garcia kid, who do you think would win?
And until Javante loses, I'm going to say him, but I don't know. Javante hasn't really fought anybody, man. It's been a bunch of nobodies, really.
Yeah, I thought Garcia was kind of going to be a little hype train, but I was pretty impressed by his last knockout. I'm like, never mind, this kid might be the real deal. Like he's fast and he can crack.
Back to Danny though, like I might get shit for saying this, but I live in an all Puerto Rican area, so I feel like I can say this.
Mhm.
I don't trust a Puerto Rican that can't speak Spanish, man.
Oh, that was the other thing that they got him about.
Like I don't
about,
trust,
too.
and Danny doesn't. I don't trust him, man. Like that's weird to me that he doesn't, because like I feel like if you're like, it's just odd. Like I don't know, like especially because his dad's like really Puerto Rican. Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's weird because his mother and father are both very Puerto Rican. It's weird. I'm kind of happy I got knocked out. I was kind of tired of playing.
Yeah, I'm just grinding away at these this high low, but it's pretty mechanical. So it's not like Hold'em where you really got to be on top of your table.
Jay,
LaMelo
what's your-
Ball over under picked in the first four minus 130. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I bet under. What are you still betting blackjack, Jay?
No, I'm looking at the program for Australia. No, I made it. I made like 300 and I stopped. Took it and ran.
Nice. Somebody posted a picture of Ben Simmons where like no one's guarding him and wrote,
Yeah,
if you're
I saw
unclear
that.
on social distancing, imagine
Yeah.
you're defending Ben Simmons and he's at the perimeter.
Yeah, I like that one. They're another team that they're fully healthy, they could kind of upend some things because I was kind of with you and not being too high on them, but with this little break, they might be good.
Man, I'm done with that, dude.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
Where's Donnie? He ain't joining?
I guess not.
Man, that's sad. Damn, I wish there was like Gulfstream about right now.
Yeah, man. Gerardo says that should be like minus 150 mellow ball
Yeah.
under first four.
I'm playing that race, Narrowmine Race 1. Australia.
Yeah, I'm studying the program right now.
I like the 3.
Yeah, I mean he's the favorite. He's paying $5 right now. But man, I'll tell you, from betting Australia the last couple weeks at night, there could be a horse that is 7-1 with 1 minute until post,
Yeah.
and that horse will go up 7-5.
Yep.
I've never seen anything like it. It's fucking nuts,
Yeah, they definitely move, man.
right?
hmm
So much there's going to be a lot of time between races tonight too, because they canceled racing for every track except that one.
Yep.
Where the fuck is Tyler at? Yeah, both the TVG people like the 3. That fucking horse is gonna go off at even money at best. And every race there is like the fucking Kentucky Derby. There's like 16 horses in the race.
Only like 11, 10 in this one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. The favorite Gerardo's name is Surf Sonic, the 3 horse.
Yeah.
How many people you guys think pass away from this virus in the United States when it's all said and done?
6,000-7,000. What would you say?
I'm thinking like over 100,000.
You think they'll be that bad?
I do.
Wow. Well, yeah. If that's the case, we're not going to get sports anytime soon. I was
What do you
hoping
think,
with all the
Jeff?
shutdown that it's going to start to go in our favor.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Number of
How
people
many
that passed.
people do you think pass away from this virus in the States after it's all said and done?
I don't know. I have to think about that for a minute.
These numbers that like they always talk about how these numbers are really numbers that are 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
Like because
I
the
would
virus is
say-
always 2 weeks ahead. We're already got 200 people dying a day.
I would say 5,000 probably. Yeah, I'll say 5,000-6,000 maybe.
OG
I think-
Johnson says that 7,500 died in Italy. I think based on population, how quickly it's moving, it'll be 5 times that. So
No, come on, man.
I think that
37,000 people are gonna die. Come on, man.
well, they're already at 1,000 now, right? Just about 1,000.
Yeah,
yeah.
but look how long it took to get there. It took 2.5 weeks. I mean, if it only goes for another month, I don't know. I mean, I really don't want to speculate on that, sadly.
Yeah, I'm hoping the worst is behind it as far as the spread, because I would think that, most people are adhering to the guidelines.
Yeah.
The Kentucky Derby will be good this year with no juiced horses. It's going to be good this year no matter what because it's going to be all the way in September. And we're going to see a lot of great horses that wouldn't have been in there by May.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Man, oh man, we are living in some very strange times. So take on to the start with you first. Today is the deadliest day as we have reported in the
I'm looking forward to the Florida Derby on Saturday.
Did you already answer the question about the extra year of eligibility, Jeff, for seniors?
Yeah, I would hope they do. But I'm not sure. I mean, that's a weird question. I don't know. It's tough to think. The NCAA really doesn't do anything. Never seem to help anybody.
Yeah, I know. If they did do that, would you think the next year would be easier or harder to handicap?
I don't think that would make it any less difficult. It'd be interesting.
So, Dan, we're also waiting on the Senate to pass that $2 trillion stimulus package that I mentioned a couple times at the beginning of the show. They reached the deal. So what is the holdup right now?
Well, first of all, just to take care, this is the biggest bill of this kind ever in U.S. history. Called stimulus, called disaster relief.
So I take it no one in Philly is singing from the balconies like they do in Italy there, Jeff?
No, I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, Lotus Scalper says in theory a team could have 5 seniors returning while another team has none.
True.
Too much because in some states this is a statewide thing. In some states that will be more than the people who will be eligible. eligible for unemployment would get in a regular paycheck and are arguing that it's a disincentive for work, which most Republicans and even the president at the podium today said that that would make sense because the whole point of social distancing is it's a disincentive for work. So that's why it's taken some time to negotiate this. They're going to have a vote on that first before the big bill. The expectation is that after the bill, there'll be a couple of other pitches in terms of how this is written because it is so big, and that all of those things.
So what made you decide to start Sons of Anarchy back up, Jay?
I was looking at my dog, who I named Jackson because
Oh,
of
okay.
Jack's Teller.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start watching Sons again.
Yeah.
I am very confident, bro, that anybody that throws 20 grand into crypto before the month of May will have 150,000 before May of 2021.
That'd be nice.
I'm telling you, spread. I'm telling you, man. I wish you had like money just to fuck around with. Besides, like,
Yeah.
you know.
What are they saying on the TV there about slowing down the spread?
Colorado governor issues a stay-at-home order.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about it now.
You have over 1,000 cases in the state. I mean, how quickly is that number, Brian? You know, the thing about it, John, is, that 1,000, there's probably 5,000, 8,000, even 10,000 cases in Colorado. Some are mildly symptomatic, some are pandemic.
Yeah, there's already 1,000 people dead in the United States.
Yeah, what was kind of scary was that it was starting to hit younger people harder too.
17-year-old kid died yesterday.
Yeah, remember they were saying young people were immune, and now
That's not true.
What do you
It's
mean?
not
What's not
true
true?
that a 17-year-old kid died yesterday?
He died from septic shock.
What is that?
It had nothing to do with it. As far as I heard. I mean, that might be wrong, but I mean, let me look it up. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I heard.
Who do I have? Yeah, Lotus Scalper. I'm seeing similar projections, man. Actually, I'm seeing bigger projections than that, to be honest. By March 2021. I'm looking at the program now. Give me 20 minutes, Sean.
Thank you, Don. President Trump wants people back to work. What does his own medical expert say? I mean, talk to the doctor about that.
Is this guy gonna quarter me?
Yeah, Surf Sonic is not 18-1 now. He's 8-5. 18-1 would be great, but these odds are all fucked up in Australia. Yeah, I kind of like the 4 Arkham Asylum.
Would you fight Mike Tyson for 2,500?
No.
By building on our core innovations and over 80 years of experience, never stop. Fujifilm, value from innovation.
You'd have to give me a lot of money to let that fucking guy knock me out.
Yeah.
That's like instant CTE.
Will you make me the happiest man in the world?
Does Australia have pick 4s?
When was your last professional cleaning? 6 months? A year? Maybe it's time to get back to clean. Call or go online for our $99 special.
They do have pick 4s starting in race 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to bet a 3-4 exacta here in the first race. What's it paying? 3-4 is paying 20.
Yo, Spread, you remember when Tim Duncan got ejected on the bench?
When he was a player or as a coach?
When he's like a player?
No, not top of my head. Remind me.
He like was on the bench like laughing and like Joey Crawford.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he also kick out Rasheed Wallace for looking at him?
I think, yeah.
He's just staring at him.
3-4 exacta is paying $46 for $2 right now. I'll take it. That's what I'm betting.
And you're watching those on the internet, or is it a local channel?
Sometimes they're on actual television, but you can watch them directly from TVG, the internet.
Yeah.
That's it. book it.
So when people say make $10, I think what people are talking about is how long it takes to go all the way down. But you may see in a relatively shorter period of time when you see the inkling of the flattening and coming down. But you know, you can't make an arbitrary decision until you see what you're dealing with.
So, in contrast, you're pretty direct contact with President saying you think it's a good idea to open parts of the country back up and the virus is accelerating?
I didn't box it, Gerardo, but I mean, you could box it. It's probably smarter to box it. I might make another bet in this race. I'm still looking, but I bet a $10 straight exact at 3-4. It's paying 46. Oh, now it's paying 44. It's going to continue to drop. My guess is it pays $15. Is my maybe 20 by the time everything is said and done. Right now it's paying 44. I think it'll drop considerably, but $10 exact is straight 3-4. If it pays $20, you get back 100 for a $10 investment.
That's not bad.
No. If it goes off what it is right now, it'll pay $44 for $2, which would mean you'll make $2.10 for a $10 investment. But I don't think it's going to go off at these odds. I think it's going to continue to drop. 4-3 is paying $74 for 2. So you might want to box it, but I don't care. I played it straight. It's $10.
Oh god, I just got stacked. That sucked.
We want to go where it's just a little bit. And that's where you can make testing useful to contain the infection. It's a whole lot easier to contain than what we're seeing in New York City now, which is just managing 30,000 cases.
So exactly the place that may be the most adverse to listen to is saying, well, it's not happening here, it's happening in the bigger cities. They're the people, the places that need it the most.
It's like saying we haven't had a fire here, let's get rid of the fire.
Wonder if I played that right. Wish I could save these. Run it by my buddy.
What are you playing blackjack again, Jay?
No, I'm texting Seth. What are you playing? High low spread?
Yeah, I was just rewatching a hand to see if I played it wrong. I think I played it right. I think I just had bad luck. I had basically the low, so I had the ace two, and I had 4 to the low on the board, and then I had 2 to a queen high flush draw, but one of them was a king, so it'd have to be a ace high flush to beat me. So I just shoved, and then I didn't hit either of the low cards or the turn card. But I think that I was just rewatching the hand. I think that that's still the right thing to do there.
What site do you use for poker? Bovada, right?
Yeah, I'm using Bovada. Bet Online supposedly has poker too. I think Bovada might be a little softer though because they're a little more square book. But I'm just guessing. I've never played Bet Online. I'm just kind of basing that off like they have the squares football lines.
This TBG chick is cute. Her boobies are beautiful.
Nice.
Wow, they got TVG analysts Skyping from their fucking bed.
Yeah, like that one. Like I was listening to one of those Fox shows, and they were all doing it from home, like those argument debate shows. And it's weird how much chemistry they have in person, and then not being in person, it's like not the same show at all. D Money's on the one horse in race 1. Did you look at that race, Jay?
Yeah, D. That's the horse I would add if I was going to add one more horse. It would be that horse. But I bet a 3-4 exacta.
It is just a little bit over a mile, so it's not a large course by any means. It's quite small, and it's very tight and compact. Into the first turn, you have 2 small turns. It almost looks a little bit like a rectangle, and then the far turn is a traditional turn like you would be accustomed to seeing on a U.S. dirt track, but very tight. Think of Delta down tight.
So again, inside draws really preferred at a course like this, and we'll be paying attention to that as the night goes on.
They're saying that this track is shaped weird and tight. Inside draws are going to benefit.
Similar terminology to what we're accustomed to here stateside, maiden, so horses who have not won a race in their career. But it's under handicap conditions. And what that means is that there is a disparity in the weight of what these horses are carrying with regards to.
Anyone who plays Bovada, do you know if I can email myself the hand history so I can go over it later?
They're going to be carrying more weight than somebody who's never hit the board per se.
I have no idea.
Like I remember on the old ones, you used to be able to like email yourself the hand so you could go over each street and decide whether or not, you know, how well you did.
Sonic comes in here for the Bromberg barn, the son of Tony and the Imperial Prince, and their name is Safari. He's only raced 3.
I'm not allowed to bet at Bovada.
Those 3 efforts were all right. The most recent of those finished 4th, so at least we saw him making strides with his run stage. He also has a race at Stone as well as Newcastle. Those will be tougher.
Dang, I was having a good session until that one happened, but I still think I played it right.
Where are these horses coming from? Where have they been racing? At home, like you know, different search on it. Have they been racing at the Lexington Rosedale at the Radford Heavy Warwick Farm? Those are big cows. Those are the equivalent to horses your state that maybe have been running at Santa Anita, and now they're making their debut at Coach Paradise. That's kind of the equivalent of what we're looking at. So we'll try to kind of keep honest with that as the night goes on.
I mean, I assume I am D money. Like everyone else seems to think I'm playing against bots, but
We're going to take a quick break.
I don't see why they would rake from themselves rather than just rake from easy people. The thing is like, you know, running these poker rooms is such easy money. I don't think there's even any reason to rake it. Like they don't really care who wins, you know. But I know a lot of people think that that's the case. But especially on these high lows, I mean, they're just taking so much rake, you know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be the case. I've been doing okay so far, so like I said, I don't think they need to do it, but I mean, would it surprise me if offshore online gambling company was shady? No.
The thing is, it's my money and I need it now.
Right. So how does this sound? In exchange for some or all of your future payments, we give you a lump sum of cash now. And since this isn't a personal loan, there's no credit check. What would you do with more cash? Buy a car, get an apartment, go to school? After all, it's your money. Use it when you need it. Call now and you'll also get $25 for receiving a quote. Call 877-CASH-NOW for your free Cash Now quote. That's 877.
The live dealer? Oh, yeah. So is it like, how does that work, Lotus? Are you just looking at a person just standing there?
Yeah, that's how I bet too. When I play blackjack.
So
It's
when
just
you were
like-
playing right now, there was like a girl just standing there,
Yep, dealing cards.
and she's actually physically dealing, or is she just standing there?
No, she's really dealing.
And then what do you get? Like a video of like what your hand is?
No, you see the cards on the table. It's a camera view of the table and her. Like you're sitting at the table getting dealt the real cards.
Oh, okay.
Should happen rather promptly as we're about 13 minutes away from the start of this opening race of the day. Again, a maiden handicap. We're going a mile distance. So
Wait. Lotus Scalper said he's reading the dealer's body language.
Third Sonic, your favorite, your stateside, that is your favorite.
Interesting.
For this contest, 9 to 5 here currently. It's about right on par with what you're seeing in
I gotta finish writing an article tonight.
What's your article on?
Early look on the UFC co-main event for UFC 249.
What I will say is this
Yeah, I should probably be pitching some like NBA ideas and NFL ideas. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's hard to get into it with all the uncertainty. Like it just seems weird to handicap something that like might not even happen. Like
Did
obviously,
she
like
talk to you yet about UFC video I'm not UFC, NFL video content like with
no,
Donnie Flash?
uh,
I did something for the round table the
Yeah.
other day.
yeah, I saw that on there. How was that? Was that a lot of fun?
I mean, honestly, that we filmed like 2 10-minute videos, and that was it.
No, that's cool. Yeah, and working with Donnie's always easy. He's a content machine.
Yeah, especially the NFL. Talk back and forth with Donnie for 3 hours about the NFL.
Yeah.
It's hard to stuff the topic into a 10-minute video when Flash and Donnie and you are doing it.
Yeah, especially because since we're on the live show, we get so much time to usually basically go into whatever we want for however long we want.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, Flash is the in-studio guy, so.
Yeah. Have they had any cases down there at all? I haven't heard of anything like in Mexico or
Yes.
South America, really.
Yeah, they have
Costa
it.
Rica
Yeah.
has?
Yeah, I was talking to Nat the other day.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
Not many, though, and they closed the border.
Yeah, it makes sense they would do that. They don't mess around down there.
Can't even send Flash steaks.
Yeah, no, that was wild.
Tried to send the guy $150 worth of steak, couldn't even do it. Anthony is like, the longer these days go by, his attitude about us getting any kind of baseball or basketball season just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, he's negative.
Oh my God.
How come he didn't want to come by tonight and talk about some guys doing stuff?
I sent him a message, but he probably worked today and probably sleeping already.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anthony is a pessimist / realist. The glass is either half empty or the fucking glass is just there, and it doesn't matter if it's half empty or half full. He's like,
I forgot to mention D Money's saying in the chat too. He wants to jump on and talk some Chiefs sometimes.
yeah,
Do you
D, you
arrange
can
that?
you can come on here and hang out one night on this channel for sure.
What are you checking out, Jeff?
I'm just chilling, just watching shit on YouTube. No one else is joining?
Tyler said he was going to come and hang out. I don't know where he is though.
I'll send him a little message.
Gerardo says 413. The one horse has a chance. Yeah, the one. I agree. I'm just hoping it comes out 3-4.
D Money's asking if we play a P. I pulled out my PS4 when this full thing started happening, but I don't know.
I just gave my Xbox One and PS4 to my nephew. You're on the one all the way, huh?
He's raced twice over heavy. He finished second two back over a heavy track, and I thought there was some merit to that performance over a heavy track. I think the horse might potentially appreciate these types of surfaces.
Yeah, D Money. I was thinking about buying this show, but I was like thinking if MLB season gets canceled, I'll be pissed. So I didn't even want to.
Money has come in for this guy. 5 years old, over 27. He does have the 4 second place performances, but he's drawn barrier 1, which I think has caught some of the betting public's attention. The 7 will be God's choice 4-year-old son of Power of Destiny. 9.
You got the show, D Money? Yeah, and see, I haven't bought it. I think since like 2016 with those games. If you just buy them like once every 4 years, it's pretty fun. If you buy them every year, like they don't change a lot from year to year, but you let it go 3 or 4 years. Oh, OG Johnson. I mean, if everything goes well, like I think it will, yeah. I mean, the summer's going to be insane. Although the Olympics are officially done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This exact is still paying $40. The 3-1's paying 24. That makes me not happy.
The other horses who seem to be taking money in Australia, to me, people are kind of reaching a touch. To me, in a race like this, when you have so many horses who are over 20, over 30, over 35, I think you have to look at the horses who are lightly raced. There's a couple of them.
There are horses in this race that are 0 for 35, still trying to break their maiden. Holy shit.
He went up at 80 to 1 that day. We won't get 80 to 1 today. Not even close to it. But he's been racing against a little bit tougher, particularly 2 back in Newcastle. He's been provincial having made a handicap. He would have been against a couple of provincial grade horses in that one, and he didn't run last. He finished 9th in his 5-1 target. To me, that's good enough for him to get the job done.
We get Sunday Night Football and Sunday Night Baseball. Yeah, I mean that. That already happens for a little while, doesn't it? D Money.
In September?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, the pedigree that says he can handle the surface, I'm not sure if he's going to necessarily relish it. I'm also not sure if he really has to relish it to get the job done today. So, Third Sonic, the chop, maybe a little bit boring here the first of the day, but that's going to be the way that I'm going. And
God, I'm so bitter about that hand I lost. It went from being up over a buy end to just even now. Damn it.
So he had been back all the way into about 3 to 2. He started to come out now. He's sitting at about 2 to 1 on the board.
Yeah, I would like to play a tournament to OG Johnson for the 8 seed. That would be awesome.
I'm going to bet this 3 horse to win too. Break that maiden, kid.
But that's really the only places you're seeing this money going. Everybody else holding pretty steady. So just a slight risk out for slight backing in for Arkham Asylum on these late stages of his first of the day here at Narrowline. So one thing's good to see, a little bit of wind in the area, so potentially
1 minute. Oh, 3 minutes till post, D.
Take another look at the one. Uganda, you're on very wide. There, you're number 12. So if you're just joining us here for the first
That one horse is coming out of the 12 hole, D.
hammering home all day with a very tight track. You want to be on the inside.
You want to be on the inside, the chick said. Track looks wild.
Playing today's racing like you're playing Delta down at home, and I would say that that's the closest equivalent I can get you to. It's not the exact configuration, but very tight and not similar substances like Delta here at home or any of those full race type surfaces. But horses in Temple for the first race of the day, and for me, maybe a touch boring, but we're going to go with the free. So Sonic is going to try to get the job done today as a favorite here.
Joshua, you want to come on the show?
Bro, Jeff, have you ever seen 3 minutes to post and they're loading them in the gate?
No, I haven't.
They're putting them in the gate with 3 minutes to post.
Is that what usually late? Is that way later than usual?
No, that's way early.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing 10:50 is the post.
Yeah, it says 2 minutes now on the TBG screen. All right.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. The three's all the way down to even money. Fucking unbelievable. Of course, it was just 9-5. There's the 4 tracking second. Where's the 3? Is that the 3 right behind him? I have no. Oh, there's the 3. Stalking third. 5's got run in him. I think that 6 got it on the outside. Just beat the 1. Wow. You can't get any closer than that, D. You had the 1 to win, bro. That blows. I think he got nosed at the wire. Yeah, it looks like the 6 just noses him. Oh, oh.
I'll tell you what, man. These senators are a bunch of fucking assholes. I'll tell you. And
Why?
it is unbelievable. These fucks are in charge of this country.
Yep.
The hottest new razor is taking the men's grooming world by storm. And if you don't have it, you need it. Microtouch Solo, the hyper advanced. There is 24 million masks, but
Says, I want to get this going, starting as soon as possible, maybe even by Easter. When you hear that, as a business owner, that's music to your ears because it means your employees will be working again, even if new protocols are in place for social distancing in the workplace.
you're absolutely correct. Let me just explain. Our president has the right instinct. He knows as a businessman what this means. Without a date, myself, all other executives, CEOs, board members, you name it, business owners, we are completely paralyzed and crippled. We cannot make any decisions. Okay? If I knew I can get my people back to work on 15th of April, I absolutely will put them right back on the furlough immediately. If I know that we can be back to work by May 1, I can make additional provisions. We have committed to make sure all of our employees will get
Lifetime Fitness CEO crying right now. Who's going to the gym right now? I mean, come on, bro, stop.
Well, they can't even open, right? I mean,
There aren't many women on this earth that I like less than Laura Ingraham.
I put Pelosi in her.
oh, is my table dying here? I don't want to play heads up. Come on, guys.
from those airline provisions, advising the Democrats on it. Tell us what you were able to achieve in your advice with the Democrats on this.
So actually, I want to give a shout out to Chairman DeFazio from the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee from the House because we started working on this on March 13th to put in place a bill that is worker-centric. You know, we're the ones who create the value in this country. We are the consumers.
Very Reverend Randy Hollis. What a find.
All right, I guess we'll call it a fucking night. There's no Tyler. Tyler's not coming on spread.
I don't know. I threw it in our chat, but I don't think you saw it. So
This,
maybe you fell asleep.
Hang on a bit. This bill's about to be either pass or fail here.
They're voting on it now?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll pass.
I don't think it's going to.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of no's coming in.
What are you watching? C-SPAN?
It's on YouTube. A lot of no's.
It passed?
A lot of no's.
I gotta find that.
I don't have the exact number, but I think it's 13. It might be tied 13-13 right now.
Yeah, Lotus Scalper. We're talking about the bill, buddy.
If you shop on Amazon,
Oh, eat it, Dick.
Rand Paul and Romney won't be able to vote tonight, which is good because they would vote no.
Rand Paul. Right now, I'm looking at an empty Senate floor.
Yeah, it's all voice vote.
Spread. Did you watch Bert Kreischer's new comedy special on Netflix?
No, is it good?
No.
I'm not sure. That's why I asked you.
No, I don't watch those that often.
He was on Rogan, I think, promoting it,
Oh, really?
and I saw him. Yeah, I saw him on Theo's pod.
I think this bill's gonna pass. Yeah, I think this is gonna pass. Holy shit! Sounds like it's going to. I don't have the exact number, but it looks like a lot of ayes now. All of a sudden, another aye.
Yeah, all the Republicans are going to vote yes.
38 yes, 15 no. That's you need 60.
So they basically need eight
Hey, who is
Democrats.
that on the background?
I do.
Can you turn it down? I'm trying to keep track of this, and I don't know who's who. I don't know if you're ahead of me or no. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. It's 38-17.
Yeah, I mean they need 60 A's, so
It's on C-SPAN 2 right now.
$51 yeses, 17 no. I'm seeing. What do you have on the TV? How many?
38-17. I'm behind you. 38-18. 38-19. Oh, yeah. That's why they're calling all Democrats. 38-22. I got Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, you could turn yours up. You're above me.
Martin, race 2, you like the 6. Gerardo likes the 6 and the 8. I'll look at that race now. See what we can see.
Mr. Jones. No.
A lot of no's.
I don't think McConnell would have brought it to the floor if they didn't have the vote, even if it's by 1.
I guess we'll see. I mean, they're way ahead yay wise, but I mean,
Mrs. Feinstein.
No.
No.
that piece of shit will vote no, obviously. Jay, turn that up, will you?
Ms. Warren.
No.
No.
What a cunt.
They're trying to get the Green New Deal in there.
Bunch of dickheads.
Mr. Sanders.
No.
No.
You guys, Martin, you don't like the 8 at all? I like the 6. Makes sense.
Mr. Coben. Aye. Mr. Carden. No. Ms. Klobuchar. No.
I would be really surprised.
No.
Really surprised if McConnell brings it to the floor without being able to lock it down.
It's like 38-26, I think.
39-30.
No.
39-31.
It's be close.
Mr. Burr. Aye.
Wow, the 6 paid $18.
Mr. Bennett. No.
How is the vote not 100-0?
Yeah, it seems like everyone picks no.
No.
Yeah, that ain't gonna get passed, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, it's going to be like 60-40. You got people dying on the streets. You got people who have no income. And it's not a
Mr. Reed. No.
and it's not 100-0.
Absolute fucking clowns, all of them.
Seven votes kills it, right? What you're sure it has to be 60, Jeff?
I believe so, yeah.
If that's true, 7 no's kill the vote.
Mr. Cassidy. Aye. Mr. Wyden. No. Mr. Moran. Aye. Mr. Kids. No.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
I think what they're voting on now is this unemployment addendum. I don't think this is the actual bill.
Oh, okay.
I think this is before that.
Yeah, this is an amendment to the bill, I think.
Yeah, unemployment.
Okay.
Mr. Portman, aye. Mr. Cotton, aye.
I like the 9 here too, boys.
Mr. Kane,
He's 11-1.
no.
The 8's even money, but he's starting at a post position 16, I think. Oh, post position 9. The 6 is starting at a post position 16.
Jay, what do you got on the numbers there?
44-37.
Mr. Williams, aye.
That 9 starting from post position 2, which is really 1 because
Mr. Carper, no.
the horse that had the first post position scratched. I like 6, 8, 9. And the 1 I think could be there too.
Miss Hirono, no. Mr. Blumenthal, no.
45-40. So the next vote kills the bill. Well, the amendment anyway.
Yep.
Mrs. Shaheen,
No.
no.
That's it.
Miss Cinema, no.
All right. So that bill is killed.
Amendment, you mean?
I mean, yeah, amendment.
Never mind getting her toe into the ground, and 222 was very good. Canberra went first up to 32 weeks, finished fifth, only beat 2.5 lengths by Trelise, and was doing his best work late.
Yeah, I thought that was an amazing run there, 22. If you get the chance to look at that replay, he had to make about 3 runs. It was great. He got blocked for running a few times. Still was able to run home and run across.
I mean, honestly, the fact that it was voted no isn't that big a deal because do you know what that bill was? That amendment was?
What?
They were going to give people more unemployment each week. And the reason they voted no is because they don't want people to make more money than they would working. Why would they go back to work, you know?
Yeah.
From Sky Racing. have horses just about to make their way onto the track here in Narrowmine. Second of an 8-race card about to take place. Again, my selection does it two that is
Spread, you alive over there, bro?
Yeah, I was playing heads up. That's why I got all into it. It was just me one on one. So I was concentrating on every hand, not just auto fold and everything. Right now I got 2 pair with ace king up top, but could be vulnerable to the straight with the queen on the board.
We'll stay on for this next race and then we'll call it a day. 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
Start number 2 didn't really get much of a chance at all in that day 2 where he got really crowded at the start. Race was pretty much over from there. About 10 minutes away from race 2 here at Narrowmine. The horses should be stepping out onto the track very shortly, and we'll get a look at them and take you through the field. And here we go. The horse is making their way out onto the course. We'll take a look at them just as we get to race number 1 and proper post for race 4. So we're going to look at the 1 first in just a moment. That's going to be Big Top. Going to break the barrier number 14. As it looks as if most of the field has made their way out onto the course.
Dustin Tristan's got a horse racing question in the chat.
Bovada still has the 2 horse at 80 to 1. Do they keep those odds if you lock it in? I don't know. I know it does. It does in the offshore sports books that Flash uses. I would assume no, though, but it's possible. I know offshores are different.
Imagine if you bet on the Senate vote right there and you were up like 41-17 or whatever it was.
I know.
But it should be fit off those trial efforts. There's my selection. Leviticus, the 2. Taking the money, but looks really well there. And then the second start of his career. If you take a look at more of these horses, there's the 3 currently making his way through.
Yeah, Martin says they don't lock it in at 80 to 1.
Yeah, the chick on TBG likes the 2. Dustin.
But you love his manner. It's just very calm, very, very relaxed. As he his jockey topping his board. There's the 6 Astro Baby, who we spoke about. What's our favorite? Breaking from barrier number 16, though. That's very difficult for the 15-pound race maiden. Poetic Harmony, the 7, breaks 5 times yet, hit the board for the Devil. Last time out, over 1,300 meters, so about 6.5 furlongs with that one. The veteran of these races. Here's an all-star rocket. This is where the late money has.
It's interesting, Jay. You got some real interesting things going on right now on with the futures.
Why?
I literally clicked the page. It had minus 34, and within 2 seconds, it was plus 490.
For what?
Dow futures
Just knowing
for tomorrow.
Wow.
Let me see what we're at here.
So what went to the heavy favorite? What that the Dow will do, good or bad?
Hold on a sec.
Moving forward is Tootie Patootie. This is also eligible to be driven to the field. 22, 7 of 22 times she's finished in the placing. So she doesn't have that victory, but also she's at least been racing well. You can't say for most of you. So that's your field. You're at Narrowline for race number 2. And I'm going to be forced to heading out to the fourth stop for about now.
I'm throwing that 6 out, man. I'm throwing the 6 out. I'm trying to beat him. That post position 16. I'm throwing him out.
Can't say the same for my dog.
They got dogs barking right now on TVG. It's like it's Anthony's on the show.
Look at the Senate floor. How many people are close together?
Oh, geez, ask me how I'd fix the Kings roster this summer. Trade Buddy. Yeah, I mean, I probably would because that's assuming they're going to re-sign Bogdanovich. And I think the Bogdanovich is the better option there because I don't think he's going to be happy with the coming off the bench role. And he has been – the team's been better with him coming off the bench. So, you know, what do you do when you're the coach? So, I don't know if you can fix that Kings roster. How about you, OG? Like, what would you do?
Big money coming into the 5-2 long factor who's come all the way to 4-1 down under. Again, my selection, the 2, that is your restaurant. Well, at the moment, let's check back in with our friends from Sky Racing.
Like, Jay, look at the Senate floor. Like, they're literally all on top of each other. Jay, what's one thing you see on the Senate floor that's all the same?
They're all fucking old and white.
Yep. That's amazing.
Mr. Barrasso.
All right, turn that up.
Mr. Bennett. Mrs. Blackburn. Mr. Blumenthal.
I really thought this time we would have had no way an old white guy was getting elected after Trump.
Mr. Blunt. Mr. Booker. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Braun. Mr. Brown. Mr. Burr, Ms. Cantwell, Mrs. Capito, Mr. Carden, Mr. Carper, Mr. Casey, Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins, Mr. Coons, Mr. Cornyn, Ms. Cortez Masto, Mr. Cotton, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Crapo,
Mr. Creepo.
Mr. Cruz, Mr. Daines, Ms. Duckworth, Mr. Durbin, Mr. Enzi, Ms. Ernst, Mrs. Feinstein, Mrs. Fisher.
Significant firm here into $9. So firm hard to close throughout the day. 18 into 9. The favourite gets to 280 now.
So OG Johnson says definitely keep Bogdanovich over Hield. Agree with that. I think they messed up with that Barnes signing. That's one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Got to try and get rid of him to create cap room and flexibility. The only issue with that is that for Sacramento, the only thing that cap room really does is allow you to take down bad contracts for picks. This is where it's so up in the air because, I mean, the cap might go down exponentially, in which case you could use cap room to grab picks. But with no big free agents this year, I don't know. You know, I don't think anyone's going to be trying to shed salary this summer.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Kane, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. King, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Langford, Mr. Leahy, Mr. Lee, Mrs. Leffler, Mr. Manchin, Mr. Markey, Mr. McConnell, Ms. McSally, Mr. Menendez, Mr. Markley, Mr. Moran, Ms. Markowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Paul, Mr. Perdue, Mr. Peters, Mr. Portman, Mr. Reed, Mr. Risch, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Romney, Ms. Rosen, Mr. Rounds, Mr. Rubio, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Sass, Mr. Schatz, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Scott of Florida, Mr. Scott of South Carolina, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Shelby, Ms. Sinema, Ms. Smith, Ms. Stabenow, Mr. Tester, Mr. Thune, Mr. Tillett, Mr. Toomey,
I boxed 1589 in a try for
Mr.
$1.
Mullen, Mr. Warner, Ms. Warren, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden,
I threw the 6 out.
Mr. Young.
If the try hits, it's going to pay big. 1 is 10-1, 5 is 5-1, the 9 is 11-1, the 8's 2-1. Give me a 159.
Senators voting in the affirmative: Alexander, Baldwin, Barrasso, Bennett, Blackburn, Blumenthal, Blunt, Bozeman, Braun, Brown, Burr, Cantwell, Capito, Cardin, Carper, Casey, Cassidy, Collins, Coons,
What the
Cornyn,
fuck is this guy
Cortez
doing?
Cotton,
He's telling everybody that's there that's in on the vote.
Durbin, Enzi,
He had to ask them all.
Einstein, Fisher, Gardner, Gillibrand, Graham, Grassley, Harris, Hassan, Hawley, Hirono, Hogan, Heidsmith, Inhofe, Johnson, Kane, Kennedy, King, Langford, Leahy, Manchin, Markey, McSally, Menendez, Merkley, Moran, Murkowski, Murphy, Perdue, Peters, Portman, Reed, Risch, Roberts.
Why are there no Paisans as senators?
Sanders, Sass,
Yeah, I know.
Schumer, Scott of Florida, Scott of South Carolina, Shaheen, Shelby, Sinema, Smith, Stabenow, Sullivan, Tester, Tillis, Van Hollen, Warner, Warren, Whitehouse, Wicker, Wyden, Young. No senator voted in the negative.
100.
Klobuchar, Ms. Klobuchar.
100 to
Mr.
nothing.
Booker, Mr. Booker.
Yeah, it should have passed.
Aye.
No.
Mrs. Murray, Mrs. Murray.
He said nobody voted in the negative. 89 yeses right now, to 0 nos. So it's passed. All right, they're off.
Poetic Harmony both again pretty quickly. All-Star Rocket is going up fast in early stages. It's burning up towards the lead. Grace Bay.
The 9 got out good at 21-1.
Back on the rail, Toulon Factor was well back. Cutie Patati was getting a long way back as they get in the straight. And Astro Baby with RevoJet back with it there in the division, who's well back behind the main runners. A couple of lengths back to Lavetta Con and Nobby was tailed off, so they raced down the side, and Poetic Harmony was the leader. Grace Bay is moving up in the centre, and there's 1 out 3 wide, just colours that's skewed at the moment. A length and a half back then to Dizzy Soul, All-Star Rockets behind them, and the 1 out wide there was Big Talk as they round the home turn. Poetic Harmony is the leader. Grace Bay moves up. Dizzy Soul gets between them further out fast talking down the outside.
Udall,
Brutality.
Mr.
And Astro Baby's
Udall.
taken back towards the rails. It is Poetic Karma in front, Astro Baby, and Grace Bay the outside. Grace Bay drawing away from them now. Grace Bay just beat Astro Baby. Third Poetic Harmony, Cutie Patati.
10. Anybody about the 10? All right, we're out of here, boys. Tomorrow, Jeff, do you want to do Gulfstream?
Sure.
All right, so we'll do some Gulfstream.
Should have Gulfstream in Tampa tomorrow.
I didn't see Tampa, but I saw Oaklawn, Turf Park, Golden Gate, a lot of tracks tomorrow. I didn't see Tampa though.
Tampa Bay Township will be tomorrow. They're not going to have one day and then off.
91 yeses right now, 0 no's on the final passage of the bailout. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
They are off tomorrow. That's weird.
They are off, right?
That's weird.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't see them. I saw a bunch of other tracks though. But Oaklawn, that's fine. Oaklawn, Gulfstream, Turf Park. We'll get it in. Got to hit a nice pick 4, pick 5 tomorrow.
Yep.
Start the weekend right.
Yep.
All right, Spread. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother. Jeff, I'll see you tomorrow. We're out, guys. Talk to you later.
See you later.
Later.